up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
And try to find something positive with this offense.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
The one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He'll try to do it. Short gain on the play before he's... And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Takes a hit as he fired. Just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't gun, they go to the ground. 3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. It's complete to the right. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the 1st down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the 1st down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision to make.
The Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking for room, it's Wicks. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get 1st downs, and ultimately get some points.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Pocket starts to collapse. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. Wideouts all wadded up in a bunch. Quarterback checking off. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the 1st down at the 36. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the right. It's caught. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. The Longhorns are in the red zone. Quarterback on the keeper. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking to pass on 2nd down. Scrambling away. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! They thought maybe they could contain him. They thought wrong.
They did, and don't call them a quarterback anymore. Just call these guys skill players. I mean, so fast, you can tell the angles just get chewed up. You think you got a chance to catch him. Tell you what, put that in your back pocket. Understand, that guy can fly. I'm going to make sure I take the proper angles when I'm chasing him.
Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant 1st quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the 2nd period and they try to find a way to answer. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot. And you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior. And the Canes want to pick up the tempo. They'll try to run for it. At the 35, he's got room. Smashes him with the stiff arm. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
All right, David, as someone that loves defense and sound defense, how would you evaluate their job fitting that?
To quote the great philosopher Reese Davis, that was very ungood. Defense is about making the ball go where you want it to go. Like guys doing their job and fitting it to the second-level player correctly. That was a clinic tape on what not to do.
Fires to the middle. He's got an open man. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Looking to push the pace with the no huddle. To the ground with the back. Pulled down after a pickup of 3, balls at the 13. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. And it's no good. Thought maybe that field goal could start some momentum. Instead, the deficit is still 16. He wants to throw. He'll off one deep down the left side. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Texas! And the extra point was good. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. He'll return it. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
They just look like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
Offensive linemen love to run the power. Why? You run power. You run power. Then you can play action. You don't want that defense to be sitting there saying, it's a pass, having to pass block every play. You got to keep defenses off balance.
And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Makes a move. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. The give to the tailback. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off play action. Finds his tight end. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. He hurls one deep down the left side. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. Touchdown, Longhorns! And they take it in for 6 more points. And And he splits the uprights on the extra point. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
That makes the score 6-6. Miami 0.
And he's going to try to return this one. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. He's going to pass. Off the deflection, missed a great chance to force the turnover. Instead, it'll be second down.
You know, it's so important for corners to be able to transition, right? You got to have real loose hips. You got to be able to change direction on a dime. And in zone coverage, when you see the ball thrown, you can break on it and force incompletions like that.
And there were no crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. And right through it. And the Hurricanes will send out the punt unit. They bring the punter onto the field now.
To kick it away.
Fields the punt and tries to help improve that field position. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Dances away to buy time. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down. 2nd and 10 here. He's looking to throw. Scramble. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned a tackle, but he has enough for the first down. And the Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He looks that one in nicely. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Line getting set on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. That's reeled in. It's Wicks. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to move it through the air. He's got his man. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that, take a shot down the field, and don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the...
Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
And that's what this defense needs to get going. You've given up a bunch of touchdowns. You haven't been great early, but now you finally get some pressure, get the quarterback to the ground. Now maybe start turning this defense around.
Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And the Longhorns line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now.
But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Quick strike complete. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on 2nd down. Oh, what a move! Complete in the middle. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Quickly complete. And he's down after the short completion. He did not make it to the first down marker. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. And it's third down, but they're taking no chances. They'll send the field goal unit out before halftime. From the left hash, he'll try to bend in a 37-yarder. Never a doubt. That late-in-the-half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. One more snap coming before halftime. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Longhorns will kick it off to start the second half.
Texas.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really...
And he breaks into the open at the 20. Touchdown, Hurricane! Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the offense takes the field, ready to go back to work. To the air on first down. Firing to the right, complete. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now second down. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Off the play fake. Throws for the tight end. Got him downfield. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. They might be thinking back-to-back big plays after that last one. 1st and 10 from the 32. He's going to run it. No fear from this freshman quarterback as he picks up the first down himself. The Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a man. Going for 6. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man 6. After the misfire, now on second down.
Best friend in the red zone is the game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call.
They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. Good. And that will extend their lead even further. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on.
He's loose. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. They came out hot on this drive. One play and already near midfield. Off the play fake on first down. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. Let's see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 48. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Fires to the tight end. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. The Canes are moving quickly down the field. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. Motion from the offense. Wants to fire on second down. Looking left. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete. If they are, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Starting to feel a little pressure. He'll pull it down. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. Down to the 26-yard line and a first down. Give to the back. Defense holds their ground. Pickup of a yard. It's at the 26. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Goes to the option. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. And that ball's on the ground behind the line. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
One thing I do know, Reese, this running back's got to do a better job with ball security. Cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
They're bringing heat. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. And here comes the field goal unit. And this one shouldn't be too taxing, a 23-yard try. And this one splits the uprights.
That makes the score. Texas.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away.
Texas.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being a... And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. This could have the earmarks of a wasted drive if they don't come up with something on second down. He'll take the deep shot. Makes the grab down the left side. Oh, look out! Touchdown, Texas! And the beatdown has ensued. Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Texas.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too.
Fires the pass, intercepted.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways to try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that off.
Open space at the 25. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. The Longhorns look to do some damage in the red zone. He'll do it himself. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Longhorns! And the stomping has commenced. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead.
they go back to the option play. Now this is the second time, Bob, this QB has scored running this scheme offensively.
Yeah, and as a defense, you got to understand when you're playing the option, it's responsibility football. I got to stop my assignment. I can't get caught in somebody else's business. You can tell this defense not really ready for this quarterback run game. They better figure it out, or it's going to be a long game.
Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. Running game worked on first down. Let's see if they go back to it on second down. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he can't hang on. That one was nearly picked off. Instead, he'll force a fourth down. And the Canes will try to pin them back with the punt. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Didn't make it any easier on themselves on first down. Now second and long from the 21. He's looking to throw. That one comes out hot down the right side. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. The play will stand. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on first and 10. Handoff from the gun. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's second and 7. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Throws to the tight end. And that pass picked off. Takes it the other way. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return. One final play before the end of the quarter.
3:25.
They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. They're setting up the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. This is a third and long. He's looking downfield to throw. They're trying to get to it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Trying to take it back. He's inside the 40. He's at the 20. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Texas! He'll try to tack on one more. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it.
Texas.
Out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. New set of downs after that completion. Going up top on first down. Oh, he makes the catch. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
The Hurricanes are on the move.
Here we go.
Wants to throw on first down. Blasted as he lets it go. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Wonder if they'll throw it again after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 49. Now adjusting. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. And they'll just down it right there. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with the system.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. On the nasty move, and now he's got room. Oh, look out, there he goes. That is just a gargantuan play as he has it all the way down to the 12. We reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. And the Longhorns will have it 1st and 10. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Out of the gun to give to the back. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get concerned because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
I know he thinks he can house every return to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. This has been a really disappointing performance.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, that you're talking about.
So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? Looking to the big tight end. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Beat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. This is what an elite team does. They